Torrin.
Hello family, my name is Brother Nehemiah here at the Lost Found Israelites. We're going to be sharing a lesson today, this Shabbat. My reader will be Brother Kevin here. We're going to start off just discussing Leviticus 23:3, which we do traditionally as our custom, to start off dealing with the Shabbat and the Sabbath day and what the Most High informs us that we must do. It's not a request but a command. So starting off at Leviticus 23:1, could you read that for me, then skip down to 3? Now let's go ahead and read 1 through 3 for me. Yeah.
And Adonai spake unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocation, even these are my feasts. 6 days shall work be done.
So he's saying we can work 6 days, family. So he gives us guidelines. He says 6 days we can work. Continue.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest.
But the 7th day, he says this is the Sabbath of rest. And what are we supposed to do?
A holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of Adonai in all your dwellings.
So he's saying that this is the Sabbath. If we're supposed to have a holy convocation on this day, and this is a day of rest for us to do in all our dwellings. So it doesn't matter if we are in Israel or if we in Miami, we in Bermuda, anywhere. He says in all our dwellings, we're supposed to work 6 days. On the 7th day rest, come together, have our holy convocation, which is our assembly, and to keep the Sabbath day holy. So that's going to be our reading for the Sabbath, which is Leviticus 23, verses 1 through 3, seeing what God commands us to keep the Sabbath day holy. So family who's watching, we definitely appreciate you putting your attention and keeping this Shabbat with us. What we're going to also do is we're going to open up with the prayer. Get that message. If everybody can stand up and face the east.
Our Father,
which
art in heaven,
hallowed
be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done in earth.
Thy will be done in earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Give us this day our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation.
And lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from
For
evil.
thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
Amen.
Amen. All right, family. Today, we're going to be discussing the most powerful weapon in the world. Does anybody have a clue? If I was to ask y'all, what's the most powerful weapon in the world, what would y'all tell me?
The Bible.
A gun? You'd say a Bible? You got Bible, gun, what else? A Bible? Good answer, good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let me phrase the question in this manner. What's the most dangerous weapon that would destroy us?
Your mouth.
Your what?
Your mouth.
Your mouth, right? We got a winner right here. I would agree with him. It'll be your mouth. If we look at the circumstances as our family and friends and things that we've been going through when we grow up, we can see a lot of times a lot of problems, drama, chaos always revolves around somebody's mouth. You see a lot of situations start out little bad, then go to big bad, through somebody's mouth, right? It's always somebody's mouth. And this is something that we need to learn how to control, because if we learn to master the mouth, in order to do that, we're mastering our mind. So therefore, we can be at a higher spiritual plane and be where the Most High wants us to be spiritually. So we're going to start out today in Leviticus chapter 19. We're going to read verses 16 through 18. That way we can get an understanding about some of the things that the Most High Yah does not want us to do. And he gives us these commandments to prevent us from going through these chaos and trouble, right? So let's pick it up in Leviticus 19 and verse 16. Go ahead, brother.
Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people, neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor.
So he's saying we shall not go up and down as a talebearer. Looking at the word in Hebrew comes from H74 400, which is Rakil. And this word means to slander, to be a talebearer, and informal. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be going out spreading incorrect information about people, lying on them. It can be the truth, but if it's not your business, you probably shouldn't be having nothing to do with them people in your mouth. You see what I'm saying? Because that's only going to get you in the drama. You see what I'm saying? Because you're not in the equation, but once you listen to that person on the other side of that phone or whatever, and you get to yapping out to the next person, now you in the mix too. You see what I'm saying? So keep reading for me, brother.
I am your Yah. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
You say you shall not hate your brother in your heart. What is your heart, family? Your mind, right? Keep going.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. So
we should not suffer sin. To not suffer sin in your brother, that just means to correct him. Don't let him go in his ways of sin. You see them in error? Hey man, you need to correct yourself. Here go the book, chapter, and verse to tell you what you need to do. Now you getting them in error, but we see he say in your heart, so you got to master your mind, right? Go ahead and hit verse 18.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
So he said you shall not bear any grudge, but people always want to go eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, right? He said you shall not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. Keep going.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
But you should hate your neighbor.
You shall love the neighbor.
You should get the vengeance yourself.
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Okay, so you love the neighbor as yourself. Keep reading.
I am Yah.
So he say he is the Yah, right? He say love your neighbor as yourself. So that's what we should be doing, but we don't do that. It's so easy. We don't master our minds. So the first thing we do when we get into it with somebody is we go into the flesh. So we got to learn to react spiritually, look spiritually, think spiritually. Everything that we do should be spiritual, but when we don't do that, we get in that corner nature. You ready to hop out on somebody to go do something, you know? Somebody, oh, he said that about me? Oh, wait till I see him. We're going to see, because he wouldn't have said that in my face. He wouldn't, you know, and now your mind's starting to work it. Now that you don't see him until 2-3 days later, that 2 or 3 days later, it's marinate on your mind all that time. So now you're ready to go to physical harm to your brother. You see what I'm saying? So let's keep it pushing and let's go over to Matthew 18. Because see, the Most High gives us order. If you do have a problem with your brother, he give you a whole guideline on how to handle your situation. You see what I'm saying? Because the whole thing is, he say be angry but sin not. So we can be mad, we can get in our feelings, but we can't be found in sin. You see what I'm saying? Matthew 18, we're going to pick it up at verse 15. When everybody get there, say came. All right, go ahead and read, my brother.
Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
So when you have beef with somebody, you have problems with somebody, he says you go and you go address it with that person. You see what I'm saying? And he said you and you alone. So that he trying to squash it, nip it in the bud right there. But what do a lot of people do when they do have problems with people? Do they go straight to them? They usually pick up their phone and they tell their closest homeboy or homegirl, man, you know what's going on with you? Now you're bringing people into the equation that really don't need to know this situation. You see what I'm saying? So keep reading.
If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
So if he hear you when you go to your brother, say, brother, I think when you did this, you offended me. You know what I'm saying? I think you should have did it like that. Now he got the opportunity to defend himself rightfully and say, well, brother, you know, I really didn't mean it like that, brother. Or I didn't think about it like that, brother. I apologize. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you don't go like that, you're going to go yapping to everybody. It's going to be the drama going to escalate. It's going to be worse. You're throwing gas on the fire. So it can get to the point where it's unresolvable at that point because you didn't handle it in the way the Most High gave us the rules and regulations to go about it. You see what I'm saying? So now we're going to go over to, and if y'all can keep reading down that in your own time, and it'll tell you, if you go to your brother, and then he don't want to deal with it, he'll tell you the next steps on how to deal with the situation. But we're going to keep you pushing to Proverbs 20 and 19.
Is this out there 15? Matthew 15?
Matthew 18 and 15, yeah. Okay. We just hit that one verse. Now we're going to Proverbs 20, and we're going to pick it up at 19. Because this is the thing, we get comfortable, but people get comfortable being around talebearers and people who gossip and got all the info. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Let's go to Proverbs 20. Go ahead and pick. Everybody there say Cain. All right, go ahead, brother. Proverbs 20 and 19. And when you get there, brother, let's see here. Go ahead and go.
He that goeth about as a talebearer revealeth secrets.
So they reveal secrets, right? Mm-hmm. So when you go to somebody in confidence, You don't want them to be telling your business, right? Because you trust in them, right? So let me ask y'all something. When you do have, for a show of hands, how many people in here that went to somebody and confident about something, and then your business come back to you through somebody else? Now, how do that feel? Is that good? That could destroy a relationship, even about a person that you told. You be like, I look at you totally different now. You see what I'm saying? And that's one good friend that you thought you had gone. So that can be devastating. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we see 19. Keep going. Start off at the top.
He that goeth about as a talebearer reveal his secrets.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, meddle not with him.
So don't even deal with him. Keep going.
With him that flattereth with his lips.
Right. So when people come with these flattering lips, got all this to say that good for your ear, you might want to be leery to that and be like, man, some just ain't sitting right. So he giving you things to look at, so you will have the eyesight to be able to point these things out. Let's go to chapter 11 and verse 9. Because we in the truth, but this stuff still goes on even within the truth. And this will destroy the body. This can destroy a church. This destroy relationships. This can make you lose your job. The word is powerful because it can affect you in such a... Wars are started off of words. You see what I'm saying? So 11 and 9, everybody there say Cain. All right, go ahead and read, brother.
And hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered.
So a hypocrite is going to destroy his neighbor. He going to destroy, hey man, you know, you'll see people will be jealous. They'll be like, oh man, since these new people came in, man, everybody love them more than me. It could be in a job, church, in a family, relationship, anything. So they start trying to drop salt. Hating, it could be lying or the truth, like we said earlier. A talebearer don't necessarily mean that you lying on somebody. It could be the truth, but it's information that don't need to be to everybody. It's a word in the book called discretion. And it's there for a reason. You see what I'm saying? So these people will destroy their neighbor through these lies or even the truth. But it's information that doesn't need to be divulged onto somebody who is not in this situation. They should be in the equation. Skip down to 13. Go ahead.
A talebearer revealeth secrets.
He keep telling you they reveal secrets. They gonna tell secrets. So these same people that's gonna tell secrets, if you listen to them, best believe, y'all get on a bad foot, then your information gonna be out there next.
Come on.
It ain't no, let me go. I'm gonna do them a little bit different than my homie. Yeah, for now, but when they get bad, all that love go out the window with people when they ain't walking spiritually. It's eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Then I'm getting even. Vengeance is mine, right?
Come on.
All right, keep reading.
But he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter.
So when you go to your brother and sister about a matter, you should be able to talk to them in confidence, and they give you sound counsel and guidance, and you ain't got to worry about it getting out to the next person. You see what I'm saying? You shouldn't even have to worry about even think about like, dang, should I say this to them? It might get out to somebody else. You see what I'm saying? Because these words destroy lives. You see what I'm saying? Let's go now to James 3. I'm talking about, because I done seen dudes get killed over women just because of what a woman say to a man, and it be a total lie. Yeah, he did this. And then the next thing you know, 2 weeks later, this dude on the news, he dead. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't none of it true. I done seen girls get beat up because of lies from men. Oh, baby, you know woo. Because they don't want to take accountability for their actions. You feel me? And that's the thing. The Most High wants us to take accountability. And this is, he giving us steps on how to resolve issues before they even start. You see what I'm saying? James 3, we're going to pick it up at verse 1 when everybody there say Cain. Let's go.
My brethren, be not many masters, knowing that we shall receive a greater condemnation.
All right, and that's strong. I want y'all to really look into that scripture on your own time. Keep going.
For in many things we offend all.
Right.
If any man offend not in word, the same is a perfect man.
So he say, if you don't offend people by your words, the same as a perfect man. And that's good, because we don't know. We can say something that might be small to us, but offend the next brother a lot. You see what I'm saying? And offend him. Like even with doctrinal differences, we'll run off a brother who we could be the light to him, but due to doctrinal differences, we run them out because our mouth, not knowing how to use good discernment on how to deal with your brother. Well, let me not just go in on this, because there'll be brothers that lose relationship, fall out. But you all hype. You talking about this name and that name, and you done destroy the whole relationship just off of a name. But yet your brother next to you could use the same name, but the Most High could have been putting this brother in your life to be an even closer brother that would have showed you, and then you end up falling out with this one who you the same name. You see what I'm saying? So it be certain stuff like that. It's just small stuff. I want to say that to show it's small stuff that we can think is small to us, but it's big to other people. So we got to be conscious of what we saying. Where we at?
End of 2.
End of 2. Keep reading.
And able also to bridle the whole body.
Man, so if you don't offend people in the word, the Most High gonna consider you perfect because you're gonna really be away from all other stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't offend the people in word, it ain't gonna lead to no fights. Because we know that words lead to fights. You see what I'm saying? Look at your brother too long at the light. You know what I'm saying? What happened? You don't know him. Because you can just think that's your homeboy Mark from the 12th grade. Leave that my homeboy Mark. He brought down smoke. So nigga, what's happening, man? What you looking at, cuz? What cracking, man? What popping, blood? You know what I'm saying? And you like, bro, I just thought you was home. And then you really not trying to go there with him, but he keep yapping that. You don't feel like he don't test your manhood the same way. So we talk like, cause we opposite of what the Most High Yah created us to be. So we think going to the smoking with the fist with people is the tough way. But the Most High Yah, man, see us as a man, and you could go through that without putting hands on your brother. That's why he said a tender-hearted man gonna be quick to have an evil eye towards his brother. You see what I'm saying? Exactly, brother. Self-control. That's what it is. Because it's harder to do the right thing. It's easy to do the wrong thing. It's easy to go fight people, but it's hard to forgive them and really be like, man, I'm gonna heap hot coals on them by me living righteous and just not even going there. You see what I'm saying? There's other ways to do it. Keep reading.
3. Behold, we put bits in the horses' mouth that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body.
So a big old horse that weigh 1,300 pounds, we can control them with a little bit that weigh less than 4 ounces, right? We can turn them and control them. Keep reading.
4. Behold also the ships, which though they be so great, are driven of fierce winds, yet are they turned about with a very small helm.
So we can turn a boat with a little helm. Keep going.
Whithersoever the governor listed. Even so the tongue is a little member.
Right.
And boasted great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindles.
Woo, that little fire, man. I know y'all done been in the club before and seen somebody get a little tipsy. They get to talking a little bit too much. They get that, what they call it, that liquid courage. Well, they get in them, they get the yapping, all that talk. Boy, I go, ooh, to any one of y'all. All y'all, what's up with? Next thing you know, whoop. And he out of there, you know. But his mouth led him to that. And we're going to go through scriptures that's going to say, that's going to point to that to show you this is some of the circumstances for you yapping off at your mouth. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
6. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity.
Oh, a world of sin, right? Keep going.
So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body.
Man.
And set it on fire the course of nature.
Woo.
And it is set on fire of hell.
Woo, keep reading.
For every kind of beast and of birds and of serpents and of things in the sea is tamed, and have been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison.
She said the tongue no man can tame. That's hard. That's hard. That's hard. By show of hand again, how many people done lost a relationship between somebody due to words or something like that? That's crazy. Because I done seen people who ride or die for each other 20 years and stuff, and it be some of this over words, and it be like, bro, y'all don't feel that over this. Y'all went from ride or die, and y'all riding on other people to y'all riding on each other over this. You see what I'm saying? Something small. Keep reading.
9. Therewith bless we God, even the Father, and therewith curse we men, which are made after the similitude of Yah.
So he say the same tongue we use to worship Yah with is the same tongue that we'll go against our brother with, right? Keep going.
Out of the same mouth proceeded blessing and cursing.
We could bless a brother and curse a brother. We curse our brother who's made out of the similitude of who? Yah. You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem. When we see each other, we don't see Yah. We don't look at each other like brother. And that's the first thing we should see. Because when you really walk in the spirit and you see, oh man, we meet somebody in the walk. It seems like you've known them forever. You can talk from day to night, and that's your first day because y'all got this, you in one accord with Yah. You see what I'm saying? But when you ain't walking like that, it's going to be totally left. You don't look at your brother like that. It ain't no more my brother, it's me. See, the thing is, it's all about who, y'all? The Most High Yah, right? So you got Yah, you just going to do short for him, YH, right? There's no I in Yah. But we always find a way about making it about I. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we do. We justify our wickedness. They should have did me like that. I'm gonna do this. No, take the I out the equation. And if you live by Yah, he gonna handle everything because I'm gonna tell you, he'll go through and rack somebody's life up for you. If you just sit back and let him do it, if you really have faith and you trust him, like, I'm gonna let the vengeance be of the Most High, right? You sit back, he'll turn this person up. Boom, 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 boom. It'll be one thing after the other. Starting to knock this person down. Versus if you would have did something in your hand, oh, now I'm over here. I gotta go pay hustle $4,000 for this lawyer because now I got an assault with a deadly weapon on me. You see what I'm saying? Don't take it in your hand. Let the Most High deal with everything. And then, also, we'll keep reading.
My brethren.
Where we at?
End of 10.
All right.
My brethren, these things are not so to be.
We're at the end of 10.
Yeah, that was the end of 10.
Keep reading.
Does the fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter?
So do a water fountain. You go to a water fountain, it got sweet and bitter water in there. No, it got one type, right? Keep going.
12. Can the fig tree, my brethren, bear olive berries, either of vine figs? So can no fountain both yield salt water and fresh.
So basically, you're going to either be righteous, you're going to be wicked. You're going to be a person of light, you're going to be a person of darkness. It's no middle line there. You see what I'm saying? So, get 13. That's the last one.
Who is a wise man and a dude with knowledge among you?
Yep.
Let him show out of a good conversation.
Let him show out of a good conversation who is a good man, right? You're going to tell a lot about a person's conversation. You see what I'm saying? Jesse, when you got a good ear, you know, you being kind of formatted growing up in the hood in the streets, your discernment be kind of on point. You like, man, yeah, good dude, acting good role, but when he said this, that, and the third, I can prove different. And as a man, you have to learn how to do this, especially if you have a daughter, because you got to be able to read through whatever man your daughter dating to be able to understand, like, hey, man, he talk a good game, and it don't seem like that, though. You see what I'm saying? He acted a good game, but through his words, he slipped up on a couple of things that Most High Yah revealed, and I can see some things. Keep going.
His works with meekness of wisdom.
Right. Now we're going to go over to Exodus 20 and 16. Now, how many of y'all played that game where you start out saying something and you say something to one person and they go down? Yeah. And it be different. It's like every job I go to, that's part of the training part. They all do that. They do 2 truths and a lie, and then they do the passing. Yeah, so we do that, man. I'm talking about it be stuff all different, man. Like totally different from what it really was supposed to be, right? Exodus 20 and 16. So that just go to say, when somebody calls somebody on the phone, they tell one person one thing, that person put down their phone, go pick up and call the other person. Before you know, James and Ricky is in the story, and they weren't even in there at first. You know what I'm saying? Santa Claus done crept in. Everybody in there that don't need to be there, right? So Exodus 20 and 16, we go into what they call the quote-unquote Big 10. 20 and 16, read it for me.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
So he's telling you, do not bear false witness against your neighbor. And people will do this to get their own selves out of situations. They don't want to take the brunt and take accountability, so they'll try to put it on somebody else. Oh, I didn't do it. He said that. Or he the one that did that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to take accountability. But the Most High showed you through all the scriptures that we're supposed to take accountability for our actions. But we can't even repent until we do, right? So he's saying don't lie on people, you know what I'm saying? Which also means, because you know people will tell stories about something, because they'll get into it, call somebody, and what they'll do is they'll over-exaggerate things, right? So to make the other person look bad, right? Which is a form of lying. They'll provide half the story, right? But won't provide the story, and they'll omit points to where they incriminate themselves of wrongdoing, right? And that's what you find a lot. Man, he did this and this and that, but they don't tell what led up to that man doing that. Even if he in error for his action, what led up to this man doing that? Why you omitting them points? You know what I'm saying? Because then you're going to be found wrong, right? So it ain't just saying a lie, but even omitting the truth, stuff like that. You don't want to do that as well. 23, we're going to go over to chapter 23, read verses 1 through 2, then 7 through 8. So this is important, y'all, man, because I don't see a number of people faces on the front of shirts off of words. Off of words. War started. Alright, 23, we're going to go 1 through 2. Go ahead. Yeah, everybody else say Cain. Cain. Alright, let's go, brother.
Thou shalt not raise a false report, but not thy hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness.
So we don't raise no false reports. And we're not going to go with the multitude just to get along with everybody else and put a what we'll call a free case on somebody. You know what I'm saying? When they ain't in the wrong. So we ain't gonna follow that much too. That's another thing I've seen a lot of times. People will go with the crowd because they don't want the crowd to go against them. So they gonna go along with them, knowing it's wrong. It'll eat them up inside their heart, but they still don't want to have people go against you. But that's why you gotta ride on all the scripts, because it tell you you're gonna be persecuted when you live righteously. You see what I'm saying? So you should look at that and get the green light and kind of smile with it. That's why James said, count it as joy when you go to die with temptation. Oh yeah, they kicking against me, they gonna hold on me. People talking bad at me in the cook. Oh yeah, bro. Cause man, I ain't gonna get mad like everybody. I'm happy. You just certifying and solidifying that I'm walking the right path. Now when people ain't going against me, I need to be scared, bro. That's when I need to be like, man, why everybody peachy with me? You know what I'm saying? Go, we don't look at enemies. You want to have peace with all, but this is just the facts of walking a righteous life, right? Where we at? 2. Keep going.
Thou shalt not follow multitude to do evil.
Right.
Neither shalt thou speak in the cause to decline after many to rest judgment.
Right. So we don't want to do anything that's going to cause anybody to have a false form of judgment, lead them in the wrong way, and not having a righteous judgment. You see what I'm saying? Yep. Even if it means that we get put out the fire. Even with this wicked injustice system, brothers allow the next brother to get up out that thing. Boy, don't be letting your homeboy ride in the car with him and he don't tell you about that strap under your seat. Right. Oh man, ain't mine, man. That's, you know, whoop de whoop. Depending on what state you in, you gonna have to take the rap for that, because it's under your seat. You might be the driver's stuff just because it's here. So if your homeboy, you the driver here in Texas, what's gonna happen if it's a gun in the car and it ain't even yours? Right. You gotta take the rap, right? But your homeboy can lie and let you take the rap. You see what I'm saying? So we're seeing a lot of forms where lying can come in. You see what I'm saying? Go skip down to 7. Go ahead.
Keep thee far from a false matter.
Stay far from a false matter, right? So you shouldn't even want to be around this gossip and garbage, right? He say stay close to it. Far from it. A little bit away from it. Far from it. Keep reading.
And the innocent and righteous slay thou not.
Don't slay the innocent. Keep going.
For I will not justify the wicked.
Right, you're going to get punishment. Keep going.
And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blinded the wise and perverted the words of the righteous.
Don't be biased. You see what I'm saying? People will be biased. You know what I'm saying? You might have a situation where you in a financial constraints. You don't have finances. You might have to stay with somebody. And they might put you in a position where they want you to be on their side and they in the wrong to allow somebody unrighteous judgment, and you feel like, well, I ain't got nowhere to stay. I gotta do it. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna be out in the streets. Be a man. That's when you gotta walk on faith. Right, man, most high, y'all got me. I'm gonna tell the truth, man. And I'm gonna give you scripture, books, chapter, and verse to tell you why you shouldn't be lying to Christ. And you put me out, y'all got me. And then that's when you don't even. Then that's when another test come in, because you can go hard on them. Oh, cause I don't want to lie. Didn't want to. You can go hard on them and just. Nah, I'm just gonna smile, do like James say, count it as joy, keep it pushing it. The Most High Yah bless me. Let Him handle it, right? All right. People say, even like that, He said, don't let a gift spoil you. Cause people say they about Yah, but money will make anybody compromise that little centimeter to where it make you eternity away from Yah. You see what I'm saying? Man, that money come in. Man, I really ain't supposed to be working on the Shabbat, but, and it's going to be excuses. I'm going to tell y'all, when I first came into the truth, I was in the streets. I had to leave the streets. So I left everything on faith. The way my income, everything I paid for my car note, bills, everything, all illegal. I found the truth. My cousin never brought me into the truth. I was like, man, skip everything. I'm dropping all that. You see what I'm saying? Right. So I had to then walk on faith and like, how's it going to come in? So that excuse for working on the Sabbath, it wasn't no excuse no more. You see what I'm saying? Because the Most High Yah replaced all that. You see what I'm saying? And I did get a legit job. It would pay me decent for a regular worldly job, $200 a day. You see what I'm saying? Right. Then they got to that Friday that one night and they want, oh, so tomorrow, nah, deuces to this job. You see what I'm saying? But you gotta walk on faith. So even money start compromising. Yeah, man, gonna say this. All right, look at even the Justice Smollett situation. Then he go pay them dudes that little change. Ace, go put on this mega hat and make it look like that. That's a form of lying there. You see what I'm saying? Look at the politicians. Look at the crooked, rich people who get off in the system. If you got money, you can get out, right? Okay, we know OJ was guilty. Just being real, right? But that money helped him, right? It got him out, right? So we shouldn't take no gifts as a bribing point to persuade or sway our judgment. You see what I'm saying? Scoot over. Brother Cameron. All right, Ecclesiastes 3 and 7. Man, don't let her. I got her. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta do nothing but sit back, use discernment, and what he say? He say, be slow to what? And be swift to. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be quick to go off the map. You know what I'm saying? And then that's gonna be lead to the next step, because what we call, you know, people say, I ain't no punk. It's a whole lot of not no punks out there. So what happened when two not no punks meet each other? It ended up one dead not no punk at least. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, right? Because a lot of us got hard out here. But we got to have it in the right spirit. We got to really maneuver our mind frame of what we had in the streets is to come into righteousness. Now we warriors for the Most High in the spiritual battle, right? So he says it's a time to speak and it's a time to shut your mouth, man. Shut your mouth sometime. Mouth gets you in trouble. Going back, because I'm going with a lot of situations I've seen personally, so I only can deal with this. Being in the streets and you get pulled over and you got that one homeboy who want to talk to the cops all kind of ways, like he just put the check in that cop's bank account for his job work, right? Oh man, you ain't gonna open it! Man, if you don't shut up, boy, you know what I'm saying? Man, the next thing you know, one man's mouth got the whole car. Everybody in there on the phone getting that one free phone call. Man, can you give me up? Man, I had warrants. He's gonna let us out. To this boy Jay over here start talking that dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, shut your mouth sometimes. Learn when to speak and learn not to. If you pray for to the Most High Yah for discernment, He'll really give you the spirit of discernment to know what I should say, when I should say it, what I should not say, and when I should just keep my mouth shut. Because sometimes in the beginning of walking spiritually, you're going to feel like you lost, but you really won. Man, I lost. I really couldn't say what I want to say to them. Man, I really would have put that dude's teeth in the back of his throat back in the day, man, so I feel like I lost. But you really won because the Most High working on your spiritual gaining now. And He going to work things out. And really, He going to bless you in other areas before you walking righteously, right? James 1 and 26. And this is a killer too, man. Because I'm a knowledge junkie now. I love being around righteous brothers. I love being around brothers to where I can get around them and we talk from sun up to sundown about the book, you know, the word and all that, right? But it always will be a problem every now and then you meet somebody, right, or dealing with a brother. Hit the James 1 and 26 for me. When YAH'S say came. Go ahead, brother.
If any man among you seem to be religious and bridle not his tongue, but deceived his own heart, this man's religion is vain.
So your mouth can really kill everything that you're walking on, right? Because you can even deem a man as a wise, intellectual brother, right? And then he opened up his mouth one day and say something, you be like, man, I look at this dude totally different because of that. You know what I'm saying? So even when you're looking at this, it's just like, your tongue can destroy, even become a stumbling block to somebody else. Because you could be in the truth, but because you messed up that one time and reacted in a certain way or said something different, it became a stumbling block to where somebody said, I don't even want to deal with that. I kind of was thinking about it, considering it first, but then our boy's saying like this, man, I ain't want to deal with that. That's weakness. I don't see no righteousness in it now, right? Now let's go to Ephesians 4. We almost done, y'all. Ephesians 4. Now this is some real good game right here, man. Just Shaul tried to put us down with, man. Ephesians 4, we're going to pick it up at verse 25 where YAH'S say came. Alright, let's read, brother.
Wherefore, putting away lying, speaking every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members one of another.
So we shouldn't be terror bearers and we shouldn't be lying to one another, right? We should be honest, right? Alright, keep reading.
Be ye angry and sin not.
Be angry but sin not, man. He give us that leeway. Because where do we get all our emotions from? We get our sense of humor from Him, because throughout the scriptures, I see plenty of instances of sense of humor. Our boy making it, what's our boy with the Usain Bolt in the scriptures? In the belly of the whale. Jonah. That boy hit that track. How long did he make that trip?
1 day's journey.
A 1 day journey was supposed to take how
3
long?
days.
That's funny to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, imagine this dude gone like a mother, right? So I see the sense of humor in him. I see the anger in him. I see the love. I see the frustration. I see the jealousy. We get all these emotions. So he allow us to be angry. But sin not. He also say, don't go railing for railing. You know what I'm saying? Because what's going to make you different? What does holy mean, y'all? Set apart. How am I going to be set apart if I still act like my brothers that's in the street? So when I come around and they're supposed to try to take some of my righteous sauce and drip and take it upon themselves and become like me. You see what I'm saying? I'm supposed to make this walk look tasty and make it palatable for people to be like, man, you know, he changed, but I still like it. You know what I'm saying? Right. I always looked at church like people like this, but this dude, he's still cool, but he a righteous dude. You know what I'm saying? Now you making it where they want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to be the same light as them. Is not set apart. Because when the Most High come back, he going to look for set apart. He going to have goats, and he going to have what else? Right. So you want to be on the sheep side. When he come back, if you even resembling them goats, man, you can be that sheep with a little horn sticking out. You're like, nah, I'm skipping you, right? Skipping you, right? Right. I see you. Hey, you thought he brushed that little hair back. I see that. You know what I'm saying? I seen it. All right, where we at?
Middle of 26.
Middle of 26. Keep going.
Let not the sun go down upon thy
Don't
wrath.
let the sun go. This good game, y'all. Because this going to teach you how to love. It's going to force you to love. So when I have an argument with my brother, I'm not going to react the same way. And since I've been in this truth, y'all, it's been circumstances that I would have normally laid a brother under the ground for, that I let a brother slide. I done had beef with people in the streets, and when I was in that walk, and then I seen them when I'm finally in the truth, and they shaking and trembling like, what this dude going to do to me? You know what I do to him? We at the studio. I love you, brother. Man, Most High Yah bless you, man, and you be able to stand strong, man. You know what I'm saying? The dude looking at me like, this on separate circumstances. The dudes be looking like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? I don't want that drama no more. I don't have no fear of them getting on me no more because I'm walking in the Most High Yah. And if they take me out, I already know what I'm going to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking that path. Keep reading, brother. Where we at? 28? 27. Keep reading.
Neither give place to the devil.
So if you don't let the anger get to you, you ain't gonna give place to the devil. If you be angry, you just let it go, and you don't nip that in the bud, it's gonna continue to be gas on the fire and make it worse. Now you want to go do something that you shouldn't be doing. Keep reading.
Let him that stole steal no more.
Nah, skip down to 29. Go ahead.
Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth.
Because we're supposed to speak the oracles of who? The Most High Yah, right? So we shouldn't be letting that 50 stuff come out our mouth, right? Keep going.
But that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers.
So we speaking the oracles of Yah. That's what it's going to do. We're going to always be a light. Keep reading.
And grieve not the
Actually, go down to 31.
Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice.
He said be put away from you, so we should not be doing it. And trust and believe, we're going to always go through points in our life, we're going to get tested. It might be a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, we're going to get tested. And who are some of the people that's going to test you?
Your family, right?
Your closest people gonna test you. Your loving, your husband, your wife, your brother, your sister, your nephew, uncle, all these gonna be, because that's what hurt the most, right? Because when they do anything that we deem as disrespect, that's on another level versus somebody we don't know, right? So it hurts us to another level. So when Satan try to, but is it them or is it's what? It's the spirits, right? So we should be like, be angry but sin not. It say when you have what we're supposed to do for our enemies? Pray for them. You see what I'm saying? See, that's a transformation. That's a whole nother level. That's different because we talk that. You gonna let him talk to you that way? Your friends don't be wise counsel when you young, you ain't in the truth. I wouldn't let him talk to me. What I would do is, I'll slide him. You gonna let him talk? Man, I'll box him in the job. Man, you a punk. And now they got you chest bumping. Hit me first. Hit me first. Cross the line. Step in my square, right? Right. Then you looking foolish to somebody with wisdom. Look at these dumb boy. You see what I'm saying? So now we ain't even looking wise. We're looking like fools when he say that if we kept the law, statutes, commandments, we'd be counted as wisdom amongst the nations. But now we looking foolish. That's why every time they like that. Every time we give them opportunity, they throwing it up on the news. Something else we can add to them. Throwing it up on the news, right? All right, keep reading, brother.
32. And be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as Yah, for Yeshua's sake, hath forgiven you.
Right. So we should be doing the same thing, how Yah, because we should, if we don't want forgiveness from the Most High Yah, we should be seeking to forgive our brother's situation. Now we know it's gonna be certain situations that you gotta handle in certain manners, but if all ability that you can, we should be trying to avoid, you know, anything that's gonna be confrontational that's gonna bring it more. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be outside. I don't want y'all to take these type of lessons to be like, oh, somebody's trying to harm my family while I'm with them, I gotta turn their cheek. Nah, you better defend your family and make sure they safe. Do what you gotta do, because he did say trade in your. What is tell them to trade in your
garment and get you a sword.
Get you a sword. But we gotta have a spirit of discernment to know how to deal with these things. You see what I'm saying? To know how to deal with these situations. So we learn how to deal with. We put away all bitterness, corrupt communication, lying, tale-bearing. This is gonna eliminate a lot of problems throughout Israel, and we'll be able to fellowship with each other and get a lot further spiritually. You see what I'm saying? And even wake up more people.
Come on.
Now let's go to you got your we're gonna go to now to the Apocrypha, y'all, to Ecclesiasticus or Sirach. We're going to go to the 26th chapter, and we're going to pick it up at verse 5. So even when people come in us to try to gossip on certain things, we should really be giving them a deaf ear. We shouldn't even listen to it. You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't give it no ear, it can't go nowhere else. You shouldn't even entertain it. Because remember, he said, be far from all of that, right? So we shouldn't even be entertaining. And what's crazy, y'all, gossip is what sells these days, right? Look at TMZ. Look at all these websites, these magazines. They making big time money off of gossip, right? We really shouldn't even care about what a lot of these people be doing. They wicked anyway, you know what I'm saying? With their little personal lives, right? All right, you there, brother? All right, yeah. We're gonna go Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 26, verse 5. Go ahead and read that, brother.
There be three things that mine heart feared, and for the fourth I was so afraid: the slander of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, and a false accusation. All these are worse than that.
Read that again.
There be three things that mine heart feared, and for the fourth I was so afraid: the slander of a city, the gathering.
The slander of a city. So he's saying this is what he afraid of, the slander of a city. A good name is better than what? Gold, right? He said, yeah, but good name is better to desire than gold, right? So we should want a good name, because once your name is tarnished, it's messed up. Like, especially when you're trying to walk in all righteousness and you fight temptations and you know you're doing good. It's nothing worse than when somebody taints your name and puts a blemish on there that shouldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, you done messed it up. It's just like working at a job and you done went in here, you done loaded up eight trailers. The other person ain't did nothing, and then he want to take credit for it. You see what I'm saying? Right. Just like if you at a job, if you busting your butt, you don't want to be next to the person that's not, because it's going to be frustrating, right? Because y'all getting paid the same, right? So you going to feel like, if I walk in this route, I want my name to be held at a high level, right? So this is what we should be wanting to do. Now skip to chapter 27 and verse 23. 27 and 23. So he say the slander is something that he fear, right? All right, when you get there, go ahead and read, brother.
When thou art present, he will speak sweetly, and will admire thy word.
So when these people be around you, these false people, these people who are coming in, not living on the spiritual plane that you living on, they gonna come in, they gonna talk good in front of you. We all know people like this, right? They come in, they talk good about you. This is how gossip works. That person who you didn't think would talk to you about it like that, your friends and all that, then keep reading.
But at the last he will write his mouth and slander thy sayings.
So they come in talking good about you, then he come in, boom! Remember what I said earlier, be careful who you listen to gossip from. Because them will be the ones you're going to listen to other people's information, and they're going to turn around and give your information to the next person. So that's what they do. They come in talking sweet, then the next thing you know, man, they done slandered you. You be all type of stuff about you. let's go to chapter 21, and we're going to read verses 25 to 28. All right, go ahead and read, brother.
The lips of talkers will be telling such things as pertain not unto them.
So these people talking, but they ain't got no business talking about this because they don't got nothing to do with them, right? Keep going.
But the words of such as have understanding or weight in the balance.
Keep reading.
The heart of fools is in their mouth.
So the mind of fools is in their mouth. Remember I said earlier, I gotta say something. I just gotta say. He says it's a time to speak, it's a time to shut up, but the heart of a fool is always in their mouth. They quick to speak what's on their mind. You see what I'm saying? Quick. You quit real quick. And this is what we gotta be careful. Especially off the lifestyle that we get in, because we can get into that real quick. So when we get in the out with a brother and we be like, we end up going off the deep end real quick, and then later that night be like, man, I really shouldn't have went hard on that brother like that. And this is the thing though, we all fall, but that's why we have lessons like this, so we can motivate each other to walk better. You see what I'm saying? All right, keep reading. What verse we at?
In 26.
All right, keep reading.
But the mouth of the wise is in their heart.
Right, but the mouth of the wise is in their mind, right? So the mouth of a fool, they mouth gonna be, they mind gonna be in their mouth, but a wise person, their mouth is gonna be in their mind, so they gonna be thinking. They gonna always think about what they saying. You see what I'm saying? And it's really better to think about what you're saying before you say it, because it could not come across correctly the first time. Like texting, for example, y'all. Have y'all ever dealt with somebody in a situation you gotta text them, and it's a situation where they could take it either way, and it'd probably be better just to pick up a phone. Yeah. Right, you see what I'm saying? But that text could be taken in the wrong way, and then they done got on the line with 3 or 4 people. Man, you can't believe what this brother just sent me. And it wasn't even meant to go that way. You see what I'm saying? But that's why he said if you have an ought, take it to your brother. You see how to eliminate the issue? You feel what I'm saying? And then you could be lying and spreading a story about somebody that's not true. Now, my perception on this brother is totally different, and it's not even fair because he ain't even wicked like that. You see what I'm saying? It's just not right. You know what I'm saying? Proverbs 18:6-8. We almost done. Now I want to get to showing some of the things that these words gonna do. Because they say sticks and stones will break your bones, but words will never hurt you. But that is not true. That is not true. Proverbs 18, and we're going to pick it up at verse 6, then we're going to go through 8 and verse 21. And when y'all there, say Cain. We're going to pick Proverbs 18, we're going to go 6 through 8 and verse 21. Proverbs 18, we're going to pick it up at verse 6. All right, go ahead, brother.
A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calleth for strife.
Ooh, wait! Why they don't be teaching this in church on Sundays? Boy, you know the big man, we just talked about him at the club. The big man on the basketball court. There's always a big man somewhere, somebody who think they big, especially, no offense short people, but people with the little man complex. They be all want to fight people, man. They be like, man, you ain't gonna run on me just because I'm little. You know what I'm saying? Put that chest out there. You know, because you know, like a peacock got that strut, they put out their chest. That's how them little people start. They get in there trying to be all big and stuff. Right, hey. But he's telling you, a man's mouth will get him stroked. Because that's what it be. Because a man can only take so much, even though we should try to go all the way. But sometimes men can only take so much, and they be like, now look here, you just went too far. Now you done got beat up. Or if that man is not a righteous man at all, he not going to even think a second about now. He going to answer with his fist real quick. He going to put something in there to close their mouth, right? So that's what happened. People get to talking, it causes a stroke. Even with the police too. He could just be willing to let you out. But then that one friend gets to talking, now everybody got a baton across their back, right? Verse 7, go ahead and hit that.
A fool's mouth is his destruction.
It is a destruction. That's going to lead to your destruction. Because sometimes you can get out of a situation, but your mouth just put that gas on the fire. Keep going.
And his lips are the snare of his soul.
Of his soul. This could even, man, this is powerful, bro. This is real powerful, because even if you ain't right spiritually yet, and you get to yapping to somebody, they kill you, you ain't had the chance to get your life right. Now your soul is, you out of there. You see what I'm saying? You out of there. Skip down to verse. Now get 8 real quick.
The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly.
They hurt. These things hurt, man, because you could lose your jobs over these lines. You see what I'm saying? That's why they got rules and regulations at jobs. You know what I'm saying? Hey, men, you deal like this with women, women like this. But it could be somebody in there who lying. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he approached me like this. And then that dude is out of his job. Or a man do that to a woman. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't no loss. That's just an example. You see what I'm saying? But so much is lost due to the word. And that it hurt. You know what I'm saying? Having wounds. Like, especially women, man. Women can cut the mess out you with some words, boy. They know how to get that sword and put it dead in your heart with some words, right? And then words can kill because they can create wounds that might not ever heal. You see what I'm saying? It can destroy a relationship because you can say something to somebody will never forget it. And they might even try, but all the time, every time they look in your eyes or something, all they can think about is that one time you said this to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's unrepairable. You see what I'm saying? Skip down to 21. And then, you know, a woman know how to cut you too. Boy, they do. All right, 21. Go ahead.
Death and life are in the power of the tongue.
Death and life is in the power of the tongue. We can bring people to eternal life through this tongue. People can get killed through this tongue. Keep going.
And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
So whichever way you choose to go with your tongue, you going to get rewarded for your words. You see what I'm saying? So whatever you say, you're going to have to be held accountable for it. Every word you speak, right? Just go to chapter 8, and we're going to read verses 6 through 8. I love Proverbs because the wisdom in here, man, deal with so much, man. When you couple this with the prophets, man, it's got a limit. All right, Proverbs 8. We're going to go to 6 through 8. Everybody else say Cain.
Cain.
All right, go ahead, brother.
Here, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things.
Every time you open your lips, you should want it to be some wisdom. You should want to be one of the wise people, set apart from the others, to where they say, when they around you, they be like, man, sister so-and-so is different, man. Brother so-and-so different, man. They conversations different. When we get to talk about certain conversations, he always move around, you know. And that's what I had to learn to do even when you first get in the truth. Us brothers, man, we some lustful beings, man. It's like that's the conversation. You don't got to know a brother from a bucket of paint. He could be in a doctor's office, but you sit next to him, a fairly attractive woman walk by, he gonna be, you don't even know you. Oh, she's slapping you in your chest. You in there to get your stitches out your chest. Oh, brother, you see that? Well, I do that, boy. You know, you like, dang, brother, like. I mean, can we admit that, fellas? You don't got to know a brother from a bucket of paint, but that's one thing brothers gonna always be. We know, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing wrong with finding a woman attractive, but you gotta learn discretion, brother. You gotta have decency and order, man. We ain't moving on no lust of minds no more. We transforming. You see what I'm saying? But that's just to give an example, right? Where we at?
Verse 7.
Go ahead.
For my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips.
So if you speaking right, then you speaking truth, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But to get a good reward, right? Keep going.
All the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is nothing froward or perverse in them.
And that's how we should be, because then that's going to keep us with the green light with the Most High. You see what I'm saying? Let's go over to Proverbs 6, and we're going to read 16 through 19. Because this is powerful. Watch what y'all got them putting in here. Go.
These 6 things doth the Lord hate.
So these things was what y'all hate, man. Not that, does he dislike them?
Hate.
He hate them, right? Keep reading.
7 are an abomination unto him.
Abomination. Keep going.
A proud look,
Uh-huh.
a lying tongue,
He hates a lying tongue. Keep going.
and hands that shed innocent blood,
Right?
and heart that devises wicked imagination. Feet.
So the wicked imaginations is somebody who thinking of evil things to do to somebody. You see what I'm saying? That's what devising a wicked imagination. Keep going.
Feet that be swift and run into mischief. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren.
And that's exactly what it do. It sows discord among brethren to where it destroys relationships. You don't look at people the same, off of hearsay, he say, she say, right? And this could get you a one-way ticket to Hashatun's Island, right? So you can get you a ticket there real quick just by doing this, right? But I'm serious, y'all. Our map is easy to move. It's the easiest thing. Even if you want to fight a brother, it's harder to go find that brother, meet up with him, and fight him. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to just get to talking and talking. And we think talking ain't nothing. But even our mouth, he say, if you hate your brother without a cause, it's what? So even just that talk could be considered there, right? All right, now let's go to Revelation. Actually, hold on. Let me see something real quick, y'all. Proverbs 25 and 8 through 10. Because this is more good advice. Because we got to learn to deal with our anger in different ways, man. And we don't hurry up and put a prayer in the air, we might do something foolish, man. Proverbs 25, and we're going to pick it up at verse 8. Go ahead, brother.
Go not forth hastily to strive.
Don't be going in a rush to go strive, but this is what we taught. Oh, man, they just killed JJ. Let's strap up, hop in the car, and go get him, right? Keep going.
Lest thou know not what to do in the end thereof, when thy neighbor hath put thee to shame.
Oh, you ain't gonna know what to do when you put to shame. So when you're going quick to go to a matter, it might not seem the way you think it is, and you might be the one putting your foot in your mouth and looking like a fool at the end of the day, right? Keep reading.
Debate thy cause with thy neighbor himself.
Go directly to him. We read that even in the New. Go.
And discover not a secret to another.
Don't be telling people business. So my brother here come tell me something. Ain't no way he should come back and then somebody else telling him what I done told him. Keep going.
10. Lest he that heareth it put thee to shame, and thine infamy turn not away.
He backdoor it. And that's how you know it's really important whenever the Most High have our brethren to put stuff in back to back like that. And he keeps showing you, you might be infamy. You might look like a fool. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go to Revelations 20 and 12. We got 2 more spots after this. We done. Revelations 20 and 12. And there's plenty of good stories in here. You got a story of what a dude, I believe he claimed to kill Shaul. He's like, yeah, I'm the one who killed Shaul, wasn't it? And then he went back, he ended up getting killed. But he wasn't even the one that killed Shaul. But just because he was lying, thought he was going to get broke off, he ended up getting killed. That's just even a little story to show you shouldn't lie, right? Then you got the dude who talked big noise to another king. Yeah, see him out here and I'll do this, that, and the third. And then that king came out there and hounded him. You know what I'm saying? But Revelation, where we at?
20.
Yeah, Revelations 20 and 12. Let's go ahead. Everybody else say Cain. Go ahead, brother.
And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Yah. And the books were open, and another book was open, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works.
So according to our works, everything we do, think, and say, we're going to be judged by, right? And the reason I say think is because we got to master our mind. Once we master our mind, we won't be quick to be mad at nobody. We won't be quick. That's how you're going to be able to beat that dude that you would have laid out years ago and be able to say, I love you, brother, and hug him. But now, I'm looking at this brother like Yah, because we made an image of Yah. So I'm not looking at him. I'm not worried about what he did no more. I'm looking at brother Yah, and I look at him like a little kid. If a little 2-year-old, you got some fresh white J's on or something, good garment, you got all white linen, little kid come and spill Kool-Aid all over your clothes. Is you want to fight the kid? Right. Nah, you're looking at like it's a kid, he don't know no better. So once you become more of a spiritual being, you start looking at worldly people like that. They really just don't know no better. You see what I'm saying? They can have a master's degree and all that, but they still don't know no better, right? But we're seeing that you're going to be judged according to every word, right? Matthew 12. I'm going to read verses 36 to 37. When y'all get there, say Cain. All right, go ahead, brother.
But I said to you, that every idle word that man shall speak.
Some of the words you speak.
Every idle word.
Every word you speak, what?
They shall give account thereof in the day of judgment.
Right, keep going.
For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned.
That's heavy. So even think about this, y'all. Like when we was in the world, what type of music we listened to. You know what I'm saying? I was a big Pac, Scarface, Ghetto Boys. We had SUC. We had all type of stuff that's really promoting stuff we really shouldn't be promoting. And really by reciting some of this stuff, we recite that. You know what I'm saying? Ride on my enemies. Right? So we recite that, so we got to change everything to become more of a spiritual being, right? So we shouldn't be quick to argue and fight with our people. You know what I'm saying? We might put our foot in our mouth, right? By doing these things. So we shouldn't be no talebearer. We shouldn't be spreading information, whether it be truth or lies. You see what I'm saying? Because this is going to deem whether we are worthy to make it into the kingdom or the lake. Just off our words simply. So what we deem is small, it's something very big. So again, I just bring this to you so that we can all help each other to just work on what we get with each other using our mouth. So I hope, without that being said, I hope somebody got some type of understanding from today's lesson. If I am in error about anything, I'm not all knowing, so just approach me, let me know, hey brother, you was wrong here. I'm willing to accept correction from anybody. I love each and every one of y'all brothers. Again, I hope y'all gain some understanding. With that, we'll conclude this lesson. Okay, what's that?
The situation that's going on in the neighborhoods and in the countries in the United States, as far as like the RFID chips, the FEMA camps and everything, for Revelation chapter 18, what is, like, some of the people that are not in the truth, what advice would you give for us that are ministering to those like the Seventh-day Adventist Church or whatever, that they still celebrate Christmas and everything, and like of course Revelation chapter 18 says that the world was given over to the devil.
Right.
Alright, can hold every foul spirit and chase every other thing that takes the third. So how do we deal with these type people that's already been most times removing them from the presence and spewing them out of their mouth?
Okay, so you asking the question, just to make sure I got it right. How do we deal with people who are in the world, and basically you trying to get them out of the world?
Yeah.
But they in it.
It's almost like they still caught up in the matrix.
Mm-hmm. And this is the thing I would do. This is what I do for myself. For one, I would say, because the book gives us all the guidelines that we need. He says you got to have long suffering, right? So we got to have the understanding that they might not turn the same way we did. You see what I'm saying? Because once my kinfolk came to me and put me on the truth, I tried to debunk it for a month. I couldn't. So I came on over, I dropped everything. But everybody ain't built like that. Everybody ain't gonna walk the way I walk. It might take somebody 2-3 years before they actually come on and veer over. You see what I'm saying? Because, I mean, they say they put me on game a few years before I even came to truth, but I don't remember that. But they were like, yeah, man, we told you 2-3 years before. But imagine the long suffering that they had to have with me even coming to the truth. You know what I'm saying? It take up step by step. So my advice to you, brother, is using the spirit of discernment. See where your brother or sister is at, right? Because we're not all in the same place. See where they at spiritually. Try to find a middle ground and then build on that. Oh yeah, while we discussing this, we're going to pass around a collection box. If anybody wants to donate, get an offering. We use this for the ministry. The brother does keep records of everything if y'all want to track down what the money's being spent for, what's in the bank account and everything. But yeah, I would definitely focus on what your brother, your sister, you dealing with a brother, and then use that as find that common ground. Build on that, have patience. Show them through scripture the error in their ways. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the only way you're going to be able to show people wrong is through evidence. You see what I'm saying? If I'm taught 3 + 3 is 19, I'm going to believe that until you show me. You might have to get 3 lines, right, and then put another 3 lines, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to simplify it for me. You see what I'm saying? Like, for example, when you're dealing with Good Friday, early Sunday morning, right? We taught that he died on Good Friday, he rose early Sunday morning. But until somebody come and say, hey bro, can you get 3 days and 3 nights from Friday night to early Sunday morning? That simplifies the thinking process for you to be like, hold on. Then you put it in the form where they can understand, okay bro, I'm going to pay for you to go on vacation. For 3 days and 3 nights, I'm going to send you out on Friday night. And then you got to be back early Sunday morning. I'm going to pay for everything for you and your wife. Is that 3 days? Now they can understand it. Then, hey, no, you trying to rip me off. I'll be evangelizing using it. They get mad at me like I really finna send them out. Like I don't rip them off. You ripping me off, right? So we meet them at a common ground. We simplify the learning process because that's what it is. Everybody don't learn the same process. People don't learn from the same people as good. Because somebody might be able to learn from me better than they can the next brother, but they might be able to learn from that. Somebody else learn from that next brother than they can from me. So find the middle ground, have long suffering, make sure it come with love and with patience, because it will be frustrating to deal with these people. So come with patience, find a middle ground, use the scripture, and I always say this, find worldly analogies and metaphors. Because you have to make it relatable. Because see, this is written in the Hebraic form. And that's what probably the Sunday people, they come from a European mind frame and a westernized mind frame looking at that. We start looking at what the spiritual East do for my ancestors are. Then it makes it easy to understand. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you do. You make it relatable to them. Find a worldly analogy or metaphor. You know what I'm saying? Like, the father, for example. So you have kids, right? So what are you gonna do when your kids get older of age and they start selling crack out your house? They got cops coming here. They ain't going to school no more. They doing everything opposite. You gonna put them out, right? Or ask them what they gonna do. Let them answer themselves. Yo, we'll put them out. Same thing with the father. He give us rules, regulations. You see what I'm saying? You just get analogies and metaphors to help line it up and go back with book, chapter, and verse if they're willing to walk through it. But you also got to have the spirit of discernment to know when not to dust off your feet. We can't save them all. Sometimes your job is just to plant a seed, then the next man comes and water it. You see what I'm saying? Because what did the Mashiach say? He said a prophet has no honor in his own land, right? So it's like if you go back to the set that you used to be with or somebody in the streets, they might not respect your word no more. Or you just this, because they know the stuff that you did. Like brothers might not respect my word that I've been cool with, because they know the things I done did in the past. They're like, man, I remember when you used to be doing this and that. Even though I ain't doing it no more, they're not going to respect it for me because of that. But I done planted the seed, so now when the Most High Yah have the next man to come back and say, hey, brother, you really Israelite. We supposed to do this and that there. You know what? I done heard that before. So now it becomes more appealing to them. You see what I'm saying? So hopefully that'll answer your question. Find common ground, use scripture, but use worldly analogies that they can relate to, have long suffering, and know when you probably ain't gonna be able to change that person. You know what I'm saying? And if it's meant to be, because what we can do is become overbearing to where people don't even want to receive because it's too much. You overload them. So plant the seed, chill for a minute, and then come back. Because that's what I wanted my homeboys to change overnight like me. So they wasn't receiving it. Now over years I done learned through evangelizing how to deal with people and have patience and long suffering. You had your hand up, brother?
You just said exactly what I was going to say, because some people that you encounter will have walls of Jericho erected around them.
Yep.
I don't want to hear that.
Yep.
And if you continue to do what y'all say do according to his word, when he say walk around the wall, we walk around the wall, and when he say shout, we shout.
Yeah.
He would be the one to bring that wall.
Exactly. Because did they physically have to touch the wall?
They didn't have to touch the wall.
Now, and that's the powerful thing about word, y'all. Even with the words, it's powerful. You see what I'm saying? Because even Most High Yah created everything using what? Words. That's why he say it's the power of life or death. You see what I'm saying? He gives the words to the angels to cut that silver cord and then root you out of there. You see what I'm saying? It's his words to control everything. But yeah, hopefully that answered your question. Anybody else got any questions and answers? Oh, anything to add? We already got the collection. All right. So what we'll do is now, the president come to do the Shuma. So what we'll do is we'll just stand it up, face east again, say another prayer and close it out. Thank y'all brothers and sisters for coming.